Right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emily German, and today I'm going to talk about teachers and students' feedback on campus learning management system. So my presentation today is divided into 4 parts. I'm going to talk about the introduction first, then methods. After that, I'm going to talk about the results and discussion, and finally conclusion and recommendation. So let's just get started with the first one, introduction. So basically, one of the approach to provide a better learning or effective learning for students is to know their characteristic. So one of the characteristics of millennial students is technology savvy. That's why LMS is the right option for teachers to provide a better learning or effective learning. However, learning management system does not always meet teachers and students' expectation. That's why evaluation is badly needed to improve the LMS itself. So the objective of this study is to identify Net Promoter Score (NPS) of Cambridge Learning Management System and frequent problems experienced by users, especially uh, the study is going to identify teachers' NPS and the reasons behind that, and also students' NPS, also the reasons behind that, and finally, problems when using the LMS. Okay, so next methods, quantitative and qualitative, was used in this study. So to get the data, online survey using Google Form platform was used. And the question list consists of two kinds, closed-ended questions and open-ended questions. And I named selection 16 students who had used Cambridge LMS unlocked 3 listening and speaking during one semester participates in the study. And for data analysis, I have 2 methods here. Okay, NPS analysis was used to analyze the quantitative data, and NPFO was used for analyzing the qualitative data. So let me further explain a bit about the NPS and NPFO. So NPS score or Net Promoter Score was calculated using the answers to the question 0 to 10 scale. How likely are you going to recommend me to others? So the response were categorized into 3 categories. First is detractors, passive, and promoters. So I would like to describe a bit about those 3 categories. So detractors who choose score 0 to 6 are described as unhappy customers who can damage your brand and impede growth through negative word of mouth. And while passives are categorized as satisfied customers but unenthusiastic customers who are vulnerable to competitive offerings. And the last one is promoters, which is score 9 to 10, are described as loyal enthusiasts who will keep buying and refer others, enhancing growth. And the NPS or Net Promoter Score itself is generated from percentage of promoters minus percentage of detractors. So that's brief about NPS or Net Promoter Score, and the second one, NVIFO 12 Pro, is was used to analyze the qualitative data, and data was imported to this software, and then the data was categorized into some themes, which lead to the result of this study. Okay, so the result shows that the teacher's NPS score is 11. So as we can see here, like 33% are categorized as promoters. So they gave positive score, and 44% of respondents or of the teachers gave neutral score. Meanwhile, 22% gave negative score. So 32 minus 20 is 11. So that's the NPS of teachers, NPS. Okay, and I would like to explain the reasons why behind their choices. So for those, for teachers who belong to promoters, has three reasons for their choices. The first one is ease of. Okay, so they are very satisfied because of these three reasons: ease of use and navigation of the LMS, and features and functionality, and quality of learning content. So quality and learning content satisfy them, which lead them to choose this. Is that to choose 9 and 10 score. Meanwhile, those who belong to passive has a lot of reasons here, and the prime reason is actually just like you can see, it's a quality of learning. So they satisfied with the quality of learning. And the last one is distractors, as you can see here. Okay, that registration and login. So they found it difficult to register and log in. That's why they was that they were not satisfied with this campus LMS. Okay, and these are some problems. Some comments from the teachers or lecturers related to using this LMS. Some teachers who belong to passive category said that some progress of students' work weren't recorded correctly, and some students had finished answering the question but no progress showed. Okay, belongs to technical problems, and some students reported that they failed to answer the questions because the questions could not be filled. Okay, meanwhile, was that one of the teacher explained this problem is very extreme. Okay, numerous problems with students not being able to log in, system failed to save scores for complete break, thereby being penalized in their final score, and incompetence on the part of campus help to resolve student issues. Some issues are not resolved in 2 months. It took 2 months to resolve the problem, and he will never use campus product again unless someone puts a gun to my hands. That's what one of the teachers say. It's very extreme. Okay, so that's all about the teachers NPS and then the problems supporting that. And now let me describe or explain students NPS. So students NPS is 13. And as you can see here, 41% belong to promoters, so they gave positive response for this campus LMS, and 32% gave neutral score. And 28% gave negative score. So, like what I explained before, the NPS is generated from the percentage of promoters minus the percentage of 28. So, students NPS is 13. Yeah. Okay. So, we have some reasons here for each categories. So it's like what we can see here, that the quality of learning content is the main reason why promoters were satisfied with this campus learning management system. As you can see here, oh yes, it's actually the same quality of learning content is the reason why was that passive category choose this score 7 to 8. And as you can see here, that was that we have three main reasons here why distractors choose 1 until 6, or gave the best score, ease of use, navigation, features and functionality, and help information. So they were not satisfied with the ease related to ease of use and navigation, means that they find it difficult to use and to navigate, and then they also found it difficult to find information when they have got a problem. Okay, and yes, based on this, actually, okay, based on those results, uh, we can find out that it is shown here that if the score is 0 to 30, it is considered good, and if the score is 30 and 70, between 30 and 70, it's considered great, and if it is more than, if it's 70 and more, it is considered excellent. So as you can see, the teacher's NPS is 11, so it's considered good, and students NPS is 13, so it's considered good. So in conclusion, uh, it can be said that there is possibility for data scientists to use the CLMS in the future due to good result of NPS or Net Promoter Score. However, there is still room for progress. So it is suggested that Cambridge should fix all the technical problems because they repeatedly happened and disturbed the learning process. Right? And the second recommendation is for Cambridge to create an application. So the Cambridge LMS can also be accessed through application and easily used by the students wherever they go. And the last is for Cambridge to provide more trainings for lecturers to effectively and efficiently use LMS. So that's all about my presentation, and thank you for listening.